So, question for you. How dedicated are fans of Heaven17? One fan has seen them, they think, play 260 times, which is a lot. Good news for him is the 80s band is going back on tour again.
Glenn Gregory and Martyn Ware are gearing up to get back on the road. They'll be talking to us about it in a short while. Their time's going to be documented on film by a BAFTA-winning director.
So, in studio with us now, Glenn Gregory and Martyn Ware from Heaven17,
Hello.
of course.
Hey,
hello.
how you going?
Always
Hello,
very
Charlie.
Stylish, you two, but nice what you've done here.
Yeah, it was an
like
accident.
It.
No, Charlie, it was an accident.
Was it really?
Yes, really.
Do you think...
Teal and what's this?
I think you're more azure.
Azure.
Really.
Oh, good on the colours. You don't have some kind of psychic connection after all these years
Oh,
that somehow you know.
years, yeah.
45 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Do you remember the first time you kind of laid eyes on one another? Was there a moment?
I remember, actually, we were playing football in the centre of town somewhere in a car park, and, and a friend of mine, Paul Bauer, brought Martyn along, and that's the very first time we met.
Play football, yeah.
OK.
Yeah, in a car park.
And we started talking about music, and we had incredibly similar likes in music, Roxy music and Bolan and Bowie and that kind of thing, a lot of glam and funk. Yeah. And so we got on really well, and we had lots of very dodgily named bands before Heaven17 that didn't really do anything.
Oh, go on, give us a sample.
Well, there's the Smashing Underpants. That was a name, yeah.
Deep Velcro and the Astronets.
Yeah.
Deep Velcro and
the Astronets.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
How did Heaven17 come about?
The name?
Yeah.
It's actually in the film Clockwork Orange. And when we had a list of names when we started, we decided we got it down to about 4 or 5, and one of them being Monolith, another one being the Word Masters, and Heaven17 was in there, and that's the one we chose.
We were talking about this fan that you reckon has seen you guys play 260 times.
Yeah, that's right. There's a guy... we've got quite a lot of fans that come to a lot of gigs, but there's one, his name is Sumo.
Sumo, Sumo. We get the entire crowd chanting Sumo.
He's been to, something like, I don't know, 250 or 60 gigs, and actually has been to one more than me.
Well, you're going to have to explain that.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to play in Toronto with Erasure, and literally, just before we got on the plane, it got cancelled for some reason. I can't now remember. It was a long time ago. But he still went. He flew to Toronto.
So he was there and you weren't?
Yes, exactly. So he's done one more Heaven17 gig than I have.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, you're going back on tour. But there's a difference. This whole thing is going to be filmed and documented. What's the nature of it? Behind the scenes, it's all warts and all. What is it?
It's that, plus really it's focused on the fans. So we have a very special relationship with our fans. We make a special effort to engage with them live, and off-site as well, and on social media, etc. We've built up this very loyal following. A lot of repeat business, you'd say. And we thought... tell the story of...
It came about... The idea for the film really came about... I write music for film and television anyway, so I meet directors, and one director who I work with a lot is called James Strong, and he came to see the end of our last tour, which was at Shepherd's Bush Empire, and he was really blown away by the kind of connection and love, quite frankly, that comes to us from offstage and from us to the audience. And he came back into the dressing room and he said, "Oh, I wish I'd filmed that. That was so good. It was amazing. The connection and the fun and the banter is really very genuine and really lovely. I wish I'd caught it on film." So I said, "No." So he said, "What's the next gig?" I said, "No, this is the last gig. So, you know, until we do something else, it's not really going to happen." Then he called me the next day and he said, "I really want to try and capture that, because I've been thinking about it. And what if we were to kind of literally follow you around, but instead of just filming the gig, which everybody does, you know, we focus more on the fan side of it and the people that come to see you." And I just thought, that's a brilliant idea. So I guess that's where the title for the tour came from as well, Sound with Vision. You know, so we're going to talk to people, we're going to connect with these fans.
Do you think it's going, knowing that you're being filmed?
Yeah.
Is it going to make a difference? I mean, I'm not saying the intention is different from you two and the band, but when you're being filmed doing something that someone finds extraordinary...
Yeah.
And you maybe hadn't thought of it in that way, and now you're being filmed. Do you see what I mean?
I do see exactly what you're saying, and I think it might well affect me. It won't affect Martyn. He'll forget. He forgets who I am in the dressing room.
He's focused.
It's the best way, believe me.
Can I ask about... You did your backing singers for Tina Turner. Is that right?
We did.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Did you meet Tina Turner?
Oh, I produced Tina Turner.
And Tina Turner, of course, I mean, iconic kind of...
Yeah, totally.
What was that
Oh,
like
that
at
was
that
incredible.
time?
She was incredible and such an amazing person.
Was she a
very down to earth?
Was she a fan of Heaven17?
She didn't know who we were. She had no idea.
Not at all.
But she liked what we did, and that's why they asked me to produce a couple of tracks for the Private Dancer album. And so we did Let's Stay Together and 1984.
What's it like being in the room when she starts singing? Like,
Well, you know...
You'd have heard lots of people sing, you know.
Oh, yeah, loads.
But was she different? Did she...
Yeah, it was all one take. There was no drop-ins, no corrections.
It's true.
Not like today where you can put everything into tune, you know, and all that stuff.
We sat there in the studio in the control room, and she came in, and I remember exactly what she was wearing. She'd got, like, a little red check shirt on and pigtails. And she came in and went, "Hey, boys," you know, and was really lovely, and went in the studio and sang. And the three of us sat there and basically watched a performance. We weren't doing anything at all. Just kind of jaw-dropping, like, oh, my God. You know?
And are you a one-take Glenn? Is it, by way of comparison, you... No.
Yeah, totally, yeah. No, do you know what? I used to really spend a long time getting things right. I've changed through the years, and now I am one-take Glenn, but that's just because I'm lazy, not good.
OK. OK. I think...
I'm trying to find out when you start.
It's November, yeah.
November. I think people will really... The idea of following you around, we get a sense of your relationship. It sounds like fun.
It is
like
fun,
you're going to have fun.
It's fun.
It's very strange as well, because, you know, you do these kind of VIP ticket things where people come and we let them come to the sound check, and we chat to them, and they laugh and they see us messing around, and it's great. But then when you talk to them, they say, "Oh yeah, I've been to 50 concerts, or I've been to 35 concerts."
People we never met, you know.
Yeah, it's not
I've
always...
been to 10 at most of any gig that I've any band.
I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Glenn, Martyn, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Enjoy it. Heaven17's Sound and Vision Talk begins in November.